Well, here we are. We are just a couple of days away from the start of the college football season. Yes, there'll be a handful of games on Thursday and Friday, but this Saturday, just sit in your chair and watch college football all day long. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, I've been teasing this for a couple of weeks now on the BS Report about Georgia. So it's time for some predictions about what's going to happen with the defending national champions in 2022. I think they're going to win the national championship again. Now, yes, it's easy for people to say, well, you're looking through red and black glasses, and I can't object to that. I mean, I try to be objective when it comes to Georgia. When they stink, I tell you they stink. But I have spent the last couple of weeks looking at depth charts, looking at teams, looking at Alabama, looking at Ohio State to see what is the big difference between those two teams, for example, who are considered to be the top two teams in the country, and Georgia. And I can't find any. Yes, Georgia lost a lot of players to the NFL draft off of the national championship team. And yes, it's not easy to replace that type of talent. But we've got to reprogram ourselves to understand that this Georgia program is in a different way now. Yes, you can lose the player that became the top pick in the NFL draft in Trayvon Walker. And yet you can have a young man who's a freshman from Hardaway High School in Columbus by the name of Mikal Williams, who other players on defense are saying is the spitting image of Trayvon Walker. Now, of course, Williams has to go out there and play, which is not always easy for a freshman to do, but it does show the difference in this Georgia program and how it can replace top talent fairly regularly and fairly easily. I look on this defensive depth chart and find players who played a lot last year and got a lot of snaps. They did not start a lot of games. Matter of fact, the projected front seven started a total of 16 games last year. That's not very many games, obviously, but as someone pointed out to me on Twitter, games started is not as important as it used to be, considering how much players are run in and out of games. And Dan Lanning, the former DC at Georgia, now the head coach at Oregon, used to do great work by sending his backups in and out of the games and substituting very well. So these kids who are getting ready to take over, like Jalen Carter, like Zion Logue, like, of course, Smile Munden and Jaylon Dumas-Johnson, they got a ton of snaps last year. They're going to be ready to go. The secondary may be better. And the offensive line, which lost two players to the sixth round of the NFL draft, Jamari Sawyer and Justin Schaefer, everybody in the country, not just me, everybody in the country seems to be saying that that offensive line they have for this year could be even better than last year. And then you have Stetson Bennett. We have buried the lead here because nobody talks about Stetson Bennett. He's that three-star, two-star walk-on from Blackshear who somehow, some way won a national championship. And he's back, and there's no reason why he can't be better as well. When I look on this regular season schedule for Georgia, the toughest team I see is Oregon, and it's going to be a test this Saturday in Atlanta. But other than that, Georgia should roll through the regular season. Now, could they slip up like they did against South Carolina a few years ago? Yeah, might happen. But I don't think we're going to know how good this team is until they meet Alabama in early December. And then they'll have a chance to prove whether or not they are as good as last year. So right now I'm saying they are, and I'm saying Georgia will at least be in the mix there, but they'll be in the Final Four, and why not? I think they can beat Alabama again and again be the national champion.